The very first thing that I typically dive into with my clients is mindset work. Without understanding and actively working on mindset, it's kind of like you're trying to swim upstream or you're running in quicksand. You can do all of the other approaches out there, which sure they might be more fun at times and they might give you those ASAP results, but if your mindset isn't aligned and in a good place, it's likely going to sabotage those good results anyway. If you identify as somebody who can never stay on track with their habits, I think you're going to enjoy this. So here's an example. Say that you decide that despite your busy schedule, you want to start having a smoothie for breakfast every morning. The first few days you do it, it's so easy, right? You're thinking, no problem, I could just easily keep doing this forever. But then usually after a week or two, it starts to feel a lot harder. Whenever you think about having to make and clean up after your smoothie, thoughts tend to fill your head like, I don't have time for this, it's hard, what a pain. How might you feel after you think those things? Maybe you feel overwhelmed, rushed, annoyed, pressured, apathetic even. When you're feeling that way, what type of action are you inspired to take? I don't know about you, but when I'm feeling that way, it's very unlikely that I would continue to keep making those smoothies. I would likely start reaching for something that's quicker and easier instead, right? So if you backtrack, those initial thoughts of not having time, it being hard, what a pain, ultimately it's those thoughts that had a direct impact on the actions you took. Then of course the results that you would have seen from there. So you can try to force your actions, but if your thoughts don't align, you're making it really hard to be successful in a sustainable way right from the get-go. I heard this analogy a few months ago and it really stuck with me. So if you got in a pool, you went underwater and you tried to breathe, you started to inhale and exhale, you're doing everything right, everything that you need to do to breathe, but you're in the wrong environment. It's not gonna work, right? With that, with what you're trying to do, you can try to force your actions, you can do all the right things, you can eat the healthy food, exercise, whatever it is, but if the environment of your mind, your thoughts, your belief systems are negative and destructive, it's not going to work in a sustainable way. You're in the wrong environment. In order to successfully and sustainably change your actions to give you the results that you're looking for long term, you have to make sure your thoughts, your belief systems are in alignment. Then things happen so easily that you don't have to stress about it. You don't have to think about it anymore. Instead of, with that smoothie example, if instead you address those thoughts, like it's hard, but it's worth it. I feel so great after I drink this smoothie. I'm choosing to prioritize this in my life. Think about how differently you would feel now versus before. Does this resonate with you? Are you ready to get help in changing your mental environment to match your goals? PM me and we'll set up a free mini session to get started.